We are here today with Peggy Fuller at the Perrysburg Christians United Food Pantry. What is the history of this food pantry? How did it begin?
Thank you, Annabelle. The food pantry started in 1973, and it was a collaborative effort from a parishioner at St. Rose and a minister, a pastor at the Presbyterian Church. And I think they saw there was a need for feeding the hungry in our community, and if they could work together as a group, they could do it much more efficiently and reach a lot more people in need. So they began in 1973, Perrysburg Christians United Food Pantry, and have been going strong ever since. They actually started in someone's garage and found that eventually they were outgrowing that. The needs of the community were too great for them to be able to serve a large clientele out of someone's garage. So there was a lot of fundraising going on, and this building here was built. And in 2005, Perrysburg Christians United moved here to be able to serve our community.
What kind of assistance do you offer?
Well, there's numerous things that we offer at Perrysburg Christians United. The first, as you can see, right, everything that we're surrounded here is we do provide food for our clients. And in addition to the canned and boxed ingredients here, we provide fresh produce, and we also provide the bread and bakery products that are donated by Walt Churchill's Market here in Perrysburg. In addition to that, PCU sponsors 3 blood drives in the Perrysburg community every year, and they also provide crisis assistance, which we spend about $3,000 every month for people in need of financial need, such as utilities and rent and emergency things to prevent them from their life plummeting into a crisis. So we're glad to be able to do that. And then finally, we also provide some assistance at the holiday time so that needy families can have a very special Christmas for their families.
Who is able to receive assistance?
Well, the people that receive assistance are people that are a certain income level or less that is determined by the Ohio Jobs and Family Services. And they set a guideline for the amount of income they have based on the number of people in their household. And that's what determines whether they're eligible to come to the food pantry. We do not ask for and are not allowed to ask for anyone to see their tax return or a statement of their income, but we do have them fill out a complete registration form before receiving goods and sign a statement saying that they do not exceed a certain income level, and then that makes them eligible to come to the food pantry. And then each time they come, which they're invited to come one time a month, they bring 2 forms of ID, one with a picture ID, and as show at the registration table in the other room, register and sign in for that particular time to receive their food for the day, for the month.
What are the hours of operation for the pantry, and how can somebody receive assistance outside of those hours?
Thank you. The hours of operation are Monday afternoon from 1 to 3 p.m. and then Friday morning from 9 to 11 a.m. And we'll service probably have about 40 clients that will come during each of the hours days that we're open. We what was your second part of that question?
How
else can we service them? Yes, thank you. If they are unable to come at that time, and that does have some limitations because it's not a weekend or an evening, and we have some opportunities down the road to maybe open during the weekends or evenings. We're looking into that. But the churches, the 11 churches that make up Perrysburg Christians United, often have bags of groceries that are packed here at this food pantry and stored at their churches so that when there's people needing assistance outside of those pantry hours, they can go to the churches and pick up some groceries then at that time to hopefully hold them over until they can register and come during our regular pantry hours here.
How can viewers learn more and make donations?
That's such an important question because we are a strictly volunteer organization, and everything comes to us through the community, through the generous donations of the people, the individuals, churches, and businesses in our community. Certainly, money is one way that we can certainly benefit from your, if you want to contribute. Perrysburg Christians United Food has a post office box. It's Post Office Box 135, Perrysburg, Ohio 43552. You can always send a cash or check donation to that address, and we would be very happy to receive that. Certainly, donations of food and delivered to here to the pantry during our hours of operation would be very much gladly accepted. Or you can deliver food to your churches that are part of one of the 11 churches that make up Perrysburg Christians United. In addition to that, we do have the fresh produce that we're able to serve, and we do receive our fresh produce from Meijer through their Simply Give program, and it's a very generous donation from Meijer that we receive thousands of dollars every year to purchase fresh produce. But in addition to that, there's a lot of people in the community that like to have their home gardens and sometimes have an abundance of produce, and so they would bring over their extra produce here during our open pantry hours for distribution to our clients. It gives such a rich, nourishing item for the people, and certainly a nice variety, and we'd be delighted to have anyone's garden produce that they have that would be left over.
Thank you for your time today.
Thank you for being here. We're very grateful. Thank you.
This is Annabelle Bucko reporting for the Perrysburg Digital Media Club.